Good morning. In this class, we will start learning about the chapter electric potential and capacitance. See, as far as the chapter electric potential and capacitance is concerned, it is important that you remember the ideas that you have learnt in electric charges and fields. See, I have told you, as far as an electric charge is concerned, a single electric charge is concerned, a single electric charge is capable of creating an electric field around it. A charge that creates electric field around it is called as a source charge, right? We have discussed about what is meant by a source charge, what is meant by a test charge, and all those things. A source charge is one which is capable of creating electric field around it. Once a charge creates electric field around it, suppose this is a charge, and if this charge creates electric field around it, if any other charge happens to enter into this region, if any other charge happens to enter into the electric field, then this charge is going to experience an electric force. This is the idea of electric field. So electric field is defined as a region around a charge within which another charge experiences an electric force. This is the sole idea of electric field. Now, with this idea of electric field, we need to understand what is meant by electric potential. See, as far as electric field is concerned, I have told you electric field due to a single point charge depends upon the distance of the point where electric field is measured. We'll try to understand this in detail again. Suppose here is a source charge. Suppose here is a source charge. We know that this source charge is going to create electric field around it, and that electric field extends up to infinity. That means electric field due to a single point charge is going to extend up to infinity. So what I do is, I consider a point here. Say this is point P. We can say there will be an electric field at this point P. This means if I place a test charge, say Q0 at this point, then this test charge Q0 is going to experience an electric force in this direction. This is the direction in which it experiences the electric force. Observe, the source charge is positive and the test charge is also positive, so there must be force of repulsion between them, right? So when a test charge Q0 is placed at point P, this test charge Q0 is going to experience an electric force. So we say there is electric field at point P. Point P hatra electric field irlilla antandidre, after placing this test charge Q0, this test charge Q0 would not have experienced any electric force. This point hatra electric field idre matra test charge force na experience martade. So I can define electric field as electric field strength at point P. Electric field strength at point P is defined as E is equals to F by Q0. This is how we define electric field strength at a point. Electric field at a point is defined as the force experienced by a unit positive test charge, isn't it? Then can I write the force experienced? What will be the force experienced? Hagadre, ee test charge itivala, we have placed Q0 at point P. What will be the force experienced by this test charge when placed at point P? What will be the force experienced? That can be written. Force experienced by a test charge Q0, force experienced by a test charge Q0 when placed in electric field. When placed in an electric field E. When placed in an electric field E is given by, see, E equation in the, we have E is equals to F by Q0. We have E is equals to F by Q0. Hagadre, what can be the expression for force? We can write force experienced by a test charge Q0 when placed in electric field E is F is equals to, we can write force as F is equals to E into Q naught. This is the expression for the force experienced by a test charge when placed in the electric field. Remember this, whenever a test charge is placed in the electric field created by a source charge, then this test charge is going to experience an electric force F given by F is equals to E into Q naught. ಇಷ್ಟು electric force na experience ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಒಂದು test charge. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ can I now write for a given test charge, for a given test charge, andre if I fix the test charge is fixed, we are not going to change the magnitude of the test charge. For a given test charge, can I write this? For a given test charge, can I write F is proportional to E? ಈ test charge constant ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, we are not going to change the magnitude of the test charge. This test charge is kept constant. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ರೆ can I write F is proportional to E? Can I write this? ಇದನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೋದಾ? Can I write F is proportional to E? ಬರಿಬೋದಾ? If I keep the test charge constant, can I write F is proportional to E? Yes. ಬರಿಬೋದಲ್ಲ? Yes. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ this means that more is the electric field at a point. This means that more is the electric field at a point, more is the force experienced by the test charge, isn't it? More is the electric field, more is the force experienced by the test charge. Hagadre, if at point P the strength of the electric field is more, then if I place a test charge Q naught at point P, then this Q naught is going to experience large electric force. Also, this implies if electric field at a point is less, if the strength of electric field at a point is less, then the charge is going to experience a less electric force at that point. Suppose at point P the electric field strength is less, then a test charge placed at this point will experience less electric force, right? So this must be remembered. The electric force experienced by a test charge is proportional to the strength of the electric field. More is the strength of the electric field at a point. See, more is the strength of the electric field at a point. More is the electric force experienced by the test charge placed at that point. Less is the strength of the electric field at a point. Less is the magnitude of the force experienced by a test charge at that point. And also, we know that electric field depends upon the distance of the point, isn't it? Also, electric field is found to be dependent on the distance of the point. Electric field is given by E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R square. This is the formula for electric field due to a point charge. Suppose we have a point charge or a source charge placed at point O, and if I have to find the electric field strength at point P, the electric field at point P depends upon the distance between the source charge and the point. The magnitude of electric field at point P depends upon the distance between source charge and the point P. See, how does electric field depend upon the distance? Electric field is found to be inversely proportional to the square of the distance, isn't it? Electric field is found to be inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the source charge and the point P. Andre, if the distance between the source charge and the point P is large, if the distance between the source charge and the point P is large, the strength of the electric field at that point will be less, isn't it? Nodri, electric field is inversely proportional to square of the distance. Hagadre distance increase adre a point hatra electric field enagtade, it is going to decrease. Similarly, if the distance between the source charge and the point decreases, if the distance between the source charge is source charge ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ the electric field strength goes on increasing. So you must remember, electric field due to a point charge depends upon the distance of the point where it is measured. More is the distance of the point from the source charge, less is the electric field. And less is the distance of the point from the source charge, more is the electric field. This idea must be remembered. Hagadre, I'll sum up these two. E equation ಒಂದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, F is proportional to E, and ಇದು ಒಂದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. E is inversely proportional to square of the distance. So from these 2 points, can I write this? Can I write this? Closer is the point, closer is the point to the source charge, closer is the point to the source charge, greater is the electric field at that point, greater is the electric field at that point. Closer is the point to the source charge, greater is the electric field at that point. See, this is source charge and this is point. If this point comes very close to the source charge, the strength of the electric field at this point will increase, because electric field is inversely proportional to square of the distance. As distance decreases, electric field has to increase. Can you tell me what should happen to the force experienced in this case? If I place a test charge at that point, which is very close to the source charge, what happens to the force experienced by the test charge at that point? A point hatra nanu test charge itre force enagಬೇಕು, whether the force increases at that point or the force decreases at that point. See, closer is the point to the source charge, greater is the strength of the electric field at that point. Hence, very good, hence a test charge, very good, hence a test charge placed at that point experiences, hence a test charge placed at that point experiences a greater electric force, hence a test charge placed at that point experiences a greater electric force, isn't it? So if this is a source charge, this is a source charge, and if this is a point, since the point is very close to the source charge, in here the point is very close to the source charge, if I place a test charge at this point, this test charge is going to experience a great electric force, right? Similarly, if a test charge, if the point is at large distance, if a point is at large distance from the source charge, nodri eradu possibilities nodkobeku. If the point is at large distance from the source charge, the strength of electric field, the strength of the electric field at that point is less. The strength of electric field at that point is less, because electric field is a point property. Electric field due to a point charge depends upon the distance of the point. At different points, the strength of the electric field will be different. Electric field will be greater when point is close to the source charge, and the electric field goes on decreasing as the point starts moving away from the source charge. Source charge in the point ದೂರ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ electric field decrease ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. So that is what is written. As the point is at large distance from the source charge, the strength of the electric field at that point is less. Hence, what happens to the force experienced by the charge? What happens to the force experienced by the test charge if placed at that point? Hence, a test charge placed at that point, experiences a less force. You must remember, electric field is a point property. That means electric field due to a point charge is going to change from one point to the another point. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಡಿಫರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೌ ಡಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ electric field is inversely proportional to square of the distance. As the distance of the point from the source charge increases, electric field strength goes on decreasing, right? So if the point is at a large distance from the source charge, see, there is a large distance between source charge and the point. So if a test charge is placed at this point, it will still experience a force but of very less magnitude. I hope this idea is clear. Idishtu clear ah? ಈಗ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅದು clear ah? Electric field depends upon distance of the point, and electric force depends upon the strength of the electric. Is this point clear? Yes. Okay. Now, see, we'll try to understand what happens when we try to bring a unit positive test charge. When we bring a unit positive test charge close to a positive source charge. Suppose we happen to bring a unit positive test charge close to a positive source charge. Suppose this is a positive source charge, and let us suppose this is a positive test charge. If I try to bring this positive test charge close to the source charge, this source charge is, say, I want to bring this test charge Q0 from, say, point X to point A. If I try to move the test charge from point X to point A, whether the electric field created by this source charge Q opposes the motion of the test charge or it helps the motion of the test charge. Tell me what happens if I try to move this test charge Q0 from X to A, whether the electric field produced by the source charge opposes the motion of this test charge or helps the motion of the test charge. Opposes, that is clear, because the source charge is positive and the test charge is also positive. So if I have to move this test charge close to the source charge, andre X inda A tarabeku antandre electric field produced by the source charge will oppose the motion of the test charge. Hagadre nanu idannu tarlebekappa ivaga. I must move this test charge from X to A. What is to be done? Can I move it without doing any work? Think of the situation. Can I move this test charge Q0 from X to A without doing any work? Can I do that? ಈಗ ನಾನು ಈ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ X ಇಂದ A ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? I must push it, isn't it? I must push the test charge, isn't it? I have to push the test charge from X to A against the electric force. Yes, work must be done. So when we try to bring a unit positive test charge close to a positive source charge, the electric field produced by the source charge, opposes the electric field produced by the source charge opposes the motion of the test charge, isn't it? When I try to move this test charge close to the source charge, the electric field produced by this source charge opposes the motion of the test charge. Hence, to move a positive test charge, close to the source charge, work must be done, isn't it? Work must be done. We must do some work in order to push this test charge from one point to another point which is close to the source charge. Source charge ge hatra iro point ge ನೀವು test charge na ತರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you must do some work on it. See, work must be done against what? Now observe, suppose this is earth. Suppose this is earth and this is some object on the surface of the earth. In order to lift this object from the surface of the earth to some height, I have to do some work, isn't it? Work madlebeku. I suppose I ask this object to go to certain height. Does it go? This object I ask it to go to certain height. Does this go? Does this object go on its own from the surface of earth to certain height? Does it go? Does it go from surface of earth to certain height on its own? No, it doesn't go. Hogalala. However, in order to make this object to go from this point to certain height, I have to lift this object, or I have to do some work on it against what? Against what? I'm going to do some work against what? Against what? This is surface of earth. I'm lifting this object to certain height. I have to do work against. I have to do work against. Very good. I have to do work against gravitational force, isn't it? Similarly, very good, gravitational force. Similarly, to move this test charge Q naught, from point X to point A, I have to do work on this test charge against the electric force. Remember this. If I try to move this test charge Q naught from X to A, the electric force opposes the motion of the test charge. So I will have to do work against the electric force, right? So in my ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಗೆ ಹತ್ರ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. And that work must be done against the electric force. I hope the idea of moving a test charge from one point to another point close to a source charge is clear. Is this clear? Is this point clear? In order to move a test charge from one point to another point close to a source charge, we must do some work on it. We must do some work on it. Okay. Suppose if this test charge happens to be negative, suppose if this test charge happens to be negative, we are not required to do any work. The source charge by itself exerts attractive force on the test charge and pulls it. Now we do not consider negative test charges in our discussion. Remember this, negative test charge na nam discussion na ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಾ. We'll be considering only the positive test charge and the positive source charge. We do not consider the negative test charge in our discussion. Remember. Okay. So this is the basic idea that you must remember in order to understand the idea of electric potential. Electric potential ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. So with this basic idea, we will now try to understand what is meant by electric potential. Electric potential ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, we'll now define what is meant by electric potential. See, as far as the idea of electric potential is concerned, electric potential must be defined at a point in the electric field. You must always define electric potential at some point in the electric field. You can define electric potential only at those points which are present in the electric field of some source charge. This is source charge ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದು ಸುತ್ತ electric field ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, there will be electric field around this source charge. So you can define electric field at this point. You can define electric field at this point. You can define electric field at some other point. At infinity, the electric field into this source charge is going to become zero. So you cannot define an electric potential at infinity. Infinity after electric potential define madlik barala, because there will be no electric field at infinity. You can define electric potential only at those points where there is electric field. ಯಾವ ರೀಜನ್ ನಾಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ನ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ at a point in the electric field. Suppose if P is a point in the electric field, you can define potential at that point. A point hatra potential irtade. If X is a point in the electric field, you can define electric potential at X. If Y is a point in the electric field, you can define electric potential at Y. If Z is a point outside the electric field, if Z is a point outside the electric field, can you define electric potential at that point? No, you cannot define electric potential at that point. So electric potential must be defined at a point in the electric field, right? So see how we define electric potential. Suppose this is a source charge. Suppose this is a source charge. We know that source charge produces electric field around it, and that electric field extends up to infinity. What I do is I consider some point P here. I consider some point P here. See, P is a point in the electric field. P is a point in the electric field. And let this be infinity. Let this be infinity. And what I do is, I place a test charge, positive test charge at infinity. See, I have placed a positive test charge at infinity. Now, I want to bring this test charge, I want to bring this positive test charge from infinity to point P. I want to bring this positive test charge from infinity to point P. See, point P is in the electric field. Andre point P hatra ondu ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ electric field strength irtade. Can I bring this test charge from infinity to point P without doing any work? I want to bring this test charge Q0 from infinity to point P. I want to bring this test charge Q0 from infinity to point P. I want to bring this test charge Q0 from infinity to point P. Can I do this without doing any work? No. In order to bring this test charge from infinity to point P, I have to do some work against the electric force, isn't it? Once I start moving this test charge close to the source charge starts exerting electric force on the test charge in this direction. We are trying to move the test charge towards left and the electric force acts on it towards right. So in order to move this test charge from infinity to point P, I will have to do some work on it. I'll have to do some work on it. This work done in moving a test charge, unit positive test charge from infinity to a point in the electric field is called as electric potential at that point. So we define electric potential as the amount of work done. See, electric potential must be defined at a point in the electric field. So electric potential at a point in the electric field, electric potential at a point in the electric field is defined as, electric potential at a point in the electric field is defined as the amount of work done to bring a unit positive test charge from infinity to that point, from infinity to that point against electric force. See, this is how electric potential is defined. Electric potential at a point in the electric field. This point P hatra ನಾವು electric potential define ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, electric potential at a point in the electric field is defined as the amount of work done in bringing unit positive test charge. ಈ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇಂದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. the amount of work done in moving a unit positive test charge from infinity to given point in the electric field is called as electric potential at that point. ನೀವು ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪಿಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಆ ವರ್ಕ್ ನೇ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? More is the amount of work done to move a test charge from infinity to point P. We say potential at point P is more. Less is the amount of work done to move a test charge from infinity to given point. We say potential at that point is less, right? ನೀವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So electric potential at a point in the electric field is defined as the amount of work done to bring a unit positive test charge from infinity to that point against the electric force. Against the electric force. We represent electric potential by V. See, we represent electric potential by V. And electric potential is defined as amount of work done in moving a unit positive test charge from infinity to given point. This is the formula using which you can calculate electric potential at a point. So we can write the explanation like this. Explanation hag bari bold nodri. If I have done W amount of work, if W amount of work is done, if W amount of work is done in moving a positive test charge, in moving a positive test charge Q naught from infinity to point P, from infinity to point P. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇಂದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪಿ ತರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ W ಅಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, W is the amount of work done in bringing a test charge Q naught from infinity to point P, then electric potential at point P is electric potential at point P. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ P ಹತ್ರ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, then electric potential at point P is given by V is equals to W divided by Q naught. This is the idea of electric potential. Now can you tell me, suppose if this is a source charge and if these are the 3 points A, B and C, here is infinity and I have a test charge here. Can you tell me, in order to move this test charge from infinity to which of these 3 points I'll have to do large amount of work? Can you tell me, in order to move this test charge Q naught from infinity to which of these 3 points I will have to do large amount of work? Very good. In order to bring this test charge from infinity to point A, I will have to do large amount of work. Yak nodri? Why is this true? Why is this true? This is true because, first thing, electric force is proportional to electric field. Reasons nodri why I will have to do large amount of work to move the charge from infinity to point A. Infinity in the point A ತರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. First thing, electric force is directly proportional to electric field. Second thing, electric field is inversely proportional to square of the distance. Correct alla? So from this I can write less is the distance of the point. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, source charge ಮತ್ತೆ point A ಮಧ್ಯ distance ಬಹಳ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದೆ. Less is the distance between the source charge and the point. Less is the distance. More is the electric field. And more is the electric field. More is the electric force. Andre, if you try to bring the test charge from infinity to point A, the force of repulsion at point A will be very large. ನೀವು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹತ್ರ ತಂದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ electric force ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. The force of repulsion goes on increasing. So in order to move the test charge, you will have to do large amount of work. So in order to bring the test charge from infinity to point A, you will have to do more amount of work. So I say potential at A is greater than potential at B, and potential at B is greater than potential at C. Can I write this? You will have to do large amount of work to bring the test charge from infinity to point A. Point A ತರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ in order to move the test charge from infinity to point B, you will have to do large amount of work. Least amount of work ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ in order to move the test charge from infinity to point C, I will have to do less amount of work. I'll have to do less amount of work. So can I write this? Is this relationship true? Is this relationship true? Is it true, Allah? This relationship is true. This relationship is true. Do you have any doubts till this point? Illiyorge another doubts ada? This is the idea of electric potential. This is the idea of electric potential. Andre ಒಂದು source charge hatra test charge na ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ತರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ. Remember this. If you have to bring a test charge close to the source charge, you will have to do some work on the test charge. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಗೆ ಹತ್ರ ತರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. The electric field created by that source charge opposes the motion of the test charge. In order to move the test charge from one point to another point close to the source charge, you will have to do some work. This is an electrical effect. Electric potential is an electrical effect. I hope the idea of electric potential is clear. Okay, so we'll end at this point. We'll continue the understanding of